Okay, we're getting right into our first map. We have Bind selected by the Big Belly Boys, and I do believe that Big Belly Boys chose to defend on all three maps to start with as well. I don't know if that was them choosing that first or if it was a coinky dink via PP Poo Poo or what.
That is a little bit of an interesting development, I would say. However, wouldn't read too much into it, as it looks like already Big Belly Boys making the lock-in. The comp looking pretty strong. Couple duelists. Not seeing a Jet is somewhat interesting on Bind.
I really like the way that Bind is utilized for Raze. I said this before, and I'll probably say it as many times. But Inferno showed the ability to get into the nooks and crannies of the attack or defense, regardless. But just get in there, cause some damage, cause some chaos, and really find a pick opening for your team. I am a little curious about the Phoenix, but I think it could have its advantages using the teleporters and pushing onto sites directly, as both teams have opted for Raze Phoenix as their duelist.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say this. Raze on Bind is definitely her best map. Using the teleporters with her utility is very, very strong. But something interesting this first round on defense, we're seeing both duelists for the defensive squad setting up in hookah. Be interested to see if they change their mind. It looks like they will. Just swapping up positioning. Plenty of time to do that because they are given that bonus time due to it being the first round of the game.
Yeah, I want to see a lot out of Shark here. He's had a couple of top-notch performances, and as the leader of the Big Belly Boys, he definitely brings a lot to the table. And Shark with the C, no laughing matter either. But we would like definitely to see their captain step up.
And it looks like just a pretty big mid-take or B-take coming out for Cuckoo. Going to be spotted out, and already we have Big Belly Boys adjusting on the road to Axolotl, taking down one Inferno Games. We'll get a trade though, 4 versus 4, as the B-take is well on the way, being stalled out currently by great defense utility and forcing a little bit of a rotation out of the attacking squad.
Yeah, I think they're just going to pack it up and try to rotate to A, but Astra is there kind of anchoring the site, and this could be a huge kill. Yeah, bomb down now for
Spike
the
down A.
PP Poo Poo Boys, and they got to scramble here to get that back.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they'll do, making it a 3 versus 2 as 2 quick kills come out. And now, all up to Shark with a C as he takes down Inferno and his accompanying Sage. What can they do here? One triple, one duel to take care of. Quarantine will take down Axolotl, leaving Shark with a C in 1 versus 1 now as he's taking on Quarantine. Can he get the second? Yes, he can! Phoenix v Phoenix matchup. Shark reigns supreme, and that's the first round on the board for the Big Belly Boys.
Clutch.
He makes me eat my words almost instantly. Shark with the C said, anything Shark with the K can do, I can do better. Collecting a 3K and absolutely clutching that round for his team. Big Belly Boys up once.
It looks like we're having a bit of a connection issue with the Sova.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had instated the rules for this tournament that there would be no pauses. Moving forward, there will be. But if he is disconnected, that's going to be bad on this team.
Quite unfortunate to see that. We like to keep as much competitive integrity as we can, but again, it looks like he's back, so no harm, no foul. A little bit of a stall here in this round. Something that I thought was absolutely huge last round is Seal the Astra for the Big Belly Boys, holding back and holding that U-Haul position, waiting for that Sage to cut across into sight, and dropping the spike so far away from their teammates. The spacing was just disrupted just enough for the Big Belly Boys to come out that round. As we're into this round, though, Nico-chan taking down a couple with the judge in this hookah position, leaving it to a 4 versus 2 now. Pretty standard round, I would say, as just classics coming out for PP Poo Poo.
Yeah, I think they had a pretty good read on this, pushing a hookah, as Inferno really loves his hookah play.
Yeah, absolutely. And You know, that's something to look at for the rest of the game. Hookah is one of those positions that can be exploited by weapons such as
30
the Judge.
seconds left.
So seeing it in Nico's hands is no big surprise to me.
Yeah, Inferno showed us, if anyone, that the Judge and the Shorty in those tight corners, in those close spaces, can pay huge dividends for their team.
Stage walk goes down. That's a very, very good Silver Dart, but he's not gonna look. Marion, I don't know what his brain was doing there, but didn't decide to go for Nico-chan, who was tucked in that back corner of Hookah, and will be punished for it. We'll get some 4K with the Judge in the round.
Yeah, I mean, Nico-chan, what can we say? He did already receive one of those MVP votes for previous game, and he's gunning for another one right here.
Target out.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he gets it, or maybe somebody on the side of PP is like, no, I want the MVP award, and just takes the series into his hand. But as we go to the third round, looking like a bonus round coming out for the side of Big Belly Boys. Let's see if they can convert it like they've done so many times before in the tournament. Inferno, again, we talked about him on the Judge, you know, namely on defense, but, you know, the offensive Judge isn't terrible either.
Yeah, especially when you play that Raze character. He showed the other team that they were playing, I do believe it was Next Up, if he can bounce in there and get on top of you. That the accuracy for that gun is usually 15 meters, but he made it feel like it was 60.
Absolutely. Something interesting this round, PP Poo Poo, like was holding a default. They have 3 of their players stacked up in bathrooms. It's looking like a diversion. It's already pulling off at least one ready from A. Nico-chan spotting out Owls in the A short position, though, leaving all 3 players left, condensing on A short, it seems like, for PP Poo Poo. Tucked in this corner, though, this is a very strong position for the Judge, and it's just incredibly hard to deal with without using a lot of utility or pre-firing the angle. But so far, it looks like they won't contest it, as his teammates are going to wrap through the attacker spawn down to B long.
Yeah, Nico-chan not giving up his hold on the site. I think they're about to get an inkling, though, as Phoenix and Quarantine here push up into B site.
Yeah, be very weary of the time here. 10 seconds left as the spike is just going down. Axolotl on the seal, strike. GLHF left to win a 1 versus 3, make it a 0 versus 3. Nico-chan showing us with the why it's such a strong weapon in the meta currently.
Yeah, I mean, I think the next patch and the changes to the weaponry will definitely take a hit on it. But as for now, it is one of the strongest guns for the price.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just getting, I think it's like a $200 increase. I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really balance it out. I think there might be some more tweaking that needs to be done there.
Yeah, I'm unsure on the final prepositions that they had for that gun, but I do know right now it does slap.
Yeah, and see, already you can see both teams utilizing the Judge a ton so far in the first 4 rounds of the game. This time we have Marion on it. And it looks like the Raze is holding one as well.
Yes.
This may be a half buy coming out here, trying to make sure that they have the economy to really stock up for next round.
Al seems to be lagging, but his ping is down at 16. If he is, I mean, better on his team that he's running the Classic than anything else.
Yeah, a little bit of an issue there. Kind of unfortunate to see, but hopefully it'll resolve itself. 50 seconds left. Looks like it's going to be the PP squad convincing, and Hookah going to get smacked by that Raze grenade. A lot of damage done, and a lot more damage over the Odin as Shark takes down 2 in quick succession. And now we have the Big Belly Boys already rotating, already holding this Hookah position, and leaving PP scratching their heads saying, well, what can we do now?
Yeah, I don't know what you can do. You're kind of pinned down in Hookah. They have the bomb rotating the A site, but Shark with the C and Nico-chan decided they're not going to leave.
Shark taking down another one through the wall. And again, look at the time. It's 10 seconds left, and the spike is all alone on A short. Being damaged a ton before getting taken down. Nico taking him down. Shark also getting a 4K with the Odin in the round.
This is not looking good for PP Poo Poo. I understand they're out of whack it towards running these judges, trying to get their gun buys in order and everything. But someone on the team is gonna have to step it up this round for sure.
Yeah, and something really cool that I've seen throughout this tournament on all kinds of different teams. You know, obviously the judge is very meta just because at the price point it's really hard to beat. But seeing a lot more Ares and a lot more Odin and just seeing that unconventional weaponry and actually panning out for the teams that use it. As you see Shark going for a little bit of an aggressive wall bang there, not gonna hit anything quite yet it seems. However, some chip damage tends to get Phoenix out on long before he gets healed up. Ray's ult coming out. Can she find anything? Running through the smoke, using her blast pack, gets one kill, but is also traded out by the judge. 4 versus 4 now. And honestly, I think that this has been PP Poo-Poo's best shot at making anything happen. An equal trade.
Yeah. And especially with Inferno now having pretty much control over Hookah. If he can blast back in, he can definitely get something done, especially with the
And there it is. You see the blast back. Equal trades coming out yet again. 3 versus 3. And the res coming up for GLHF. Axolotl running through elbow, taking down 2 before getting traded. Oh my, how did you let that happen? 2 versus 2 now. Shark flashing out of CT. Gonna take down Inferno through the smoke. Phoenix having to ult, having to back off of that. And he's now left in a 1 versus 2, make it a 1 versus 1. Shark with C goes down to Marin. And Marin spots out Nico and takes him out. Oh my goodness, what a round and what a clutch from Marin.
Just before the detain got off, he did take down Nico-chan, and that would have been the freest kill in the world had Nico-chan lived just maybe half a second longer.
Yeah, excellent awareness and excellent aggression coming out from the Phoenix from PP Poo-Poo and getting the first round on the board for him. Now,
Yeah,
the one thing I will say though is you can't have him getting a 3K and clutching out the round if you're wanting to be successful in this series. You need more people stepping up, more people getting those impact frags and getting that space for your team.
Yeah, I agree with you. We saw it yesterday. Next Up really relied on people fragging out, people taking over the game, and ultimately that's what lost them in the finals. And they're not here for it today, but they sure showed a lot of heart and resilience as they worked their way through the losers bracket to the losers bracket finals, ultimately losing to PP Poo-Poo.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously PP Poo-Poo earned their spot here, and let's see if they can take that revenge win against this Big Belly Boy squad. Already one player down though is PP Poo-Poo, and losing a very important player in their Rays. It's a good bit of utility that you'd like to see on the board for just a little bit longer. And, you know, no capitalization, no trade there. Again, PP Poo-Poo going for this A-site lean. Marin making a little bit faster, and spotted out, takes down Nico, doesn't matter, and backs out with his life. That is incredibly important in this round.
Yeah, but I feel like this is going to cause him to rotate to the A site.
No charging.
What a shot by Axolotl.
30 seconds left.
Great crosshair placement, just great job decapitating that Sage. And yeah, you see Phoenix ulting in, Shark with a C taking down Marin. And that's the power player from last round taken out for PP Poo-Poo. And left in a 1 versus 4 is Owls. And he's so far out of the round, so far at 10 seconds left. He doesn't even have time, even if he grabs a spike. Still dealing with internet connectivity issues, it looks like. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
That's so unfortunate.
I think he can get that figured out.
I don't know if it's it doesn't look too jumpy to me, and his ping is pretty stable. It must be something more so on his side.
Placing swamp grenade.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it's more of a computer issue than anything. But alas, we have to get into it. 7th round, and going for a very aggressive setup on the same site, getting a 1-for-1 trade, being largely beneficial for them as they have the A site now under their control completely. But here comes Big Belly Boys coming in as the cavalry arrives and spots out Raze. No harm, no foul though, as she's able to survive.
We move.
Oh, Marion,
Spike
unfortunately
planted.
getting shot in the back. Smokes fades, and his back is turned. That's really, really unfortunate.
One enemy remaining.
Make it a 1 versus 4 again for Owls, who is struggling in spawn with that classic.
Yeah, you honestly hate to see it. I feel
Team
bad,
Ace.
but it seems like maybe it's starting to get together.
We can only hope so, you know. Again, 6-1. This is one of the largest leads we've seen throughout this tournament so far.
Yeah, I think it was Cracked Hearts versus XNG in the first match that came back from a 4-round deficit to seal the deal in the overtime and eventually won that game. But 6-1 is definitely something you could come back from. Just got to work together and hopefully get Al some better internet.
Placing alarm bomb.
Yeah, I was scared for a second. I thought he wasn't going to buy again, but he will end up grabbing that Phantom and running back towards spawn. Maybe just trying to get his team to play slow so he can figure out what is going on with his connectivity issues. Axolotl not heeding their advice, though. It takes down Marion. And quickly, 4 versus 5 now in the favor of Big Belly Boys.
Yeah, Axolotl definitely putting some impact facts down here. Showing that he is a valued part of this Big Belly Boys team as well.
Yeah, it's something important, you know, not to harp too much on the connectivity issues from Owls here.
Spike planted. One enemy
That's
remaining.
a very important character that's just sort of taken out of the game and not able to use his utility. Kind of interesting to watch him on the map as he's strafing sideways, never really left to spawn, and really sad to see 7-1.
Yeah. This is very peculiar too, because he was flying in lobby and was running through some range before the game. I don't know what changed about it. But nevertheless, down by 6 rounds, Poo has to find some traction here. Maybe go for a quick B hit, or maybe stay away from Shark, that is. Maybe a quick A hit instead.
Yeah, so far it looks like PP lining up for this B long take. Gonna flash through the Astra ult. Not gonna find anybody on the other side though, as it looks like Big Belly Boys are holding a little bit more conservatively on the B side. Getting ready for any kind of aggression to come their way, and so they can just run PP right into the meat grinder.
This might be a teleport play coming out inside of PP. Yeah, seems like they caused him to over-rotate an Inferno. Like the rat he was in the first game on Bind. Decides to stay in the teleporter just in case anyone's gonna come looking. But it doesn't look like they are. Axolotl getting that heaven position that he chooses to play so often here on Bind.
Spike planted.
Well, 5v4 now, or might as well be 4v4, I guess, unless Alice can get it figured out. Quickly trades coming out from both sides as looking for their second round of the game.
No charges left.
Not looking too good as they lost that
One
great
enemy
position they
remaining.
had on the spike, but Marion again gonna get a 3K on the round. Inferno spots out the last player. That is Axolotl going down to the raised nade. Unfortunately tagged up, couldn't move very fast. And second round coming out for PP.
Yeah, down a man, or sort of down a man. It seems that they were able to find the round, and that's what you want to see. Really bringing this game back, making it competitive. And it seems like his connectivity is a bit better here, as he actually does buy a Phantom this round and looking more fluid.
Yeah, looking like he can actually move outside of the spawn. Hope it, oh, he's in the chat that he is back.
Indicated in the chat, yes. Okay, this game should be more competitive moving forward now.
Start going for that aggressive peek and hookah, able to get out of his life. Luckily, ability, but unfortunately, Marin is going to get that headshot through the wall, and it looks like they're going to aggressively try to take this hookah position, but slow down quite a bit from the utility. Looks like maybe. No, that was the enemy sage, excuse me. Let's say I thought that was some friendly utility going down that was slowing him down, but it wasn't. And gonna opt to rotate back around. Not a lot of map control that they can work with. Marin is the only one on this A short position. He's gonna get spotted out by Nico, and Nico's gonna take him down with a headshot. 4 versus 4 now.
Yeah, Marin's trying to push in, trying to get his squad some advantages. They do find 1 kill there, but let's see how this post plant goes.
Here.
We'll say a little bit of a ball there, but not going to matter too much. Geolitip is going to get the spike down, and Res. Again, the power players so far, Poo-Poo, see if they can get a 3rd round. Strings a couple rounds together. Shark with a C, however, says no. GLHF going down. Axolotl also takes down Marin. 3 versus 4 now. Poo-Poo has to equalize. Inferno trying his best. Seal takes him down, though. 2 versus 3. Owls. And Brimstone ult on the spike. Takes down 1. And the molly. This might be enough. This might be enough to stop the defuse. Oh, he missed the molly, unfortunately.
Just a little bit short on the molly. Or a little bit long, excuse me. I thought it popped behind him, but that will be the 8th round on the board for Big Belly Boys.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If that molly goes down, there was just under 9 seconds left to defuse the spike. I don't know. That would have been close. It probably wouldn't have been the round, but it would have been very, very close. Unfortunately, 8-2, as Big Belly Boys decide to extend their lead yet again. Going for a bit of a B stack here. 3 players as opposed to the normal 2-3 setup favoring the A site. It's looking like a deep ball coming out from Poo-Poo, just taking both sides of the site. And this is something that I like to see, right? Like last round, we ran into a problem with them whenever they decided to take heavy hookah control, gets a pick, but then decided to wrap all the way back around to A short. They really didn't have the map control to do that. So Marin had the entry in with no information, no map presence, and gets taken down. So I say maybe if they keep that map control and have him pushing up A short from the beginning of the round, maybe they're able to take that and convert it to a win.
Yeah, I think that they're still going to try to push Hookie here, though. Doesn't seem like they're rotating out. Quarantine with a nice pick there.
Excellent. And again, that's something that you really need is you need those quick opening picks, and you need to quickly push off of it. That's something we really haven't seen out of this squad yet. And giving Big Belly Boys plenty of time to rotate and plenty of time to establish themselves in the retake. Inferno just trying to escape with his life. Gets sprayed down a little bit through the smoke. Not dead yet. A little bit of a risky play there, but the smoke isn't a wall. Seal can take down GLHF with the headshot. 3 versus 3. Gonna be a little bit hard to root this out. And I think Sova, unless he's lagging, might actually line up here. 2 versus 3. Let's see what he can do. Oh, gonna shoulder peek long. The recon bolt coming out. Raise coming in from the back. Swinging from the back with the Sova running the ult. Is he gonna get shot in the side? Not quite enough to take down the truck with the C.
Enough time?
Oh, yes, there is. Oh my goodness, a little bit of a mistiming coming out from
last round before the switch.
Last 9-2 in favor of Big Belly Boys.
Yeah, I think Poo-Poo really wants this round. I know going down 10-2 is never good on a site. That's just pistol round plus bonus. I mean, that'll make it 12 whatever your scoreline is, and 9-3 is a little bit more, puts you in a little bit better place, and I know they want that.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, this round is absolutely huge for Poo-Poo. If they can't win it, you know, that's pistol round and game's over essentially. But still an opportunity to make this app a little bit salvageable. As it looks like heavy mid aggression coming out. Big Belly Boys pushing in behind that Phoenix ult and before finally deciding to back off. No harm, no foul. Luckily there. Still looking like a bit of a B hit coming out from Poo-Poo there. Finally, we'll hit the teleporter. However, there are 2 players already on the A site, and this will cause the full rotate coming out. Nico with the Soden. Can he get more? Gets one. Mike is down. Mike leading into the site is not something you like to see. He's going to get spotted by the Scummadar, and Inferno will use that judge to take him down. 3 versus 4 now. Poo-Poo with the man disadvantage. stuck in this bathroom position. See if they can get out. And it looks like they will try to wrap it back around, at least in some form or fashion. Drops the spike outside of bathrooms and just trying to slow down the round. 30 seconds left. Plenty of time to work with if they do decide
30 seconds left
to run to B. However, it looks like they're just going to be wrapping around A short and trying to make something work there.
What disciplined play out of the Nico-chan for Big Belly Boys and Seal on the Astra. They decide to stay home, hear the teleporter, don't push up, and Nico-chan able to take down. He does give his life for it, but look at the delay on
10 seconds left.
It's nearly over.
Yeah,
I dropped the spike.
5 seconds left and no time. Yeah,
Last
round.
player standing.
Excellent shot, but unfortunately no cigar. Pin 2. The half going heavily in favor of Big Belly Boy.
Switching sides.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. They definitely need the pistol round. Possibly a couple other, maybe get a couple eco kills, eco frags for the side of PP Poo Poo. Or else this game could be over 12-2.
A little bit of a pep talk coming out on Inferno's side. Let's see if they can make it happen. You know, this pistol round again, like I said before, is absolutely pivotal. And honestly, PP Poo Poo wants any shot at bringing it back in this matchup. They're gonna need it now. And kind of a similar setup as we saw PP Poo Poo do on their attacker side. Just going for a bit of a B split, around 3 going hookah, 2 going long. Seal getting that opening pick. That's one thing that PP Poo Poo wasn't very good at, is getting that entry frag and getting that space. However, let's see if that unfortunately gonna be missing that shorty shot. One of the hardest shots to hit in the game and gonna be punished for it. 3 versus 5. Retake now.
Spike planted.
Who tries to make it work. It's the first kill on Seal. That's a good start. And the heal coming out. Marin unfortunately spotted out in the flank. And Shark's going to take him down super easily. 2 versus 4. Feel like Jeff getting a couple of quick headshots. We're getting traded by Axolotl, giving Quarantine a really good shot in this clutch. Picks up the ghost. Not a lot of time to work with here. He needs to make something happen fast. However, the sound key is a little bit unfortunate for him, as it looks like he's going to get spotted, shot down, and Axolotl getting that closing kill and the 11th round secured for the Big Belly Boys.
Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about. They do not want as on the side of PP Poo Poo. It's going to be tough to come back from this. You see the force coming out for both teams. More so bargain bin for the side of Big Belly Boys. Or, excuse me, PP Poo Poo. But, Big Belly Boys, standard Spectre and Tourney shield here.
Yeah, and 11-2, it's kind of a tough situation to be put in if you're PP Poo Poo, right? Do you force with the insuperior weaponry and try to make the round happen, or do you just concede match point? It's a tough situation, but one that they find themselves in, and let's see if they can make work. It looks like yet again, Big Belly Boys opting for that B presence. Trying to show quite a bit of presence in hookah and long before spending some 13-2A. Now this is what I like so far out of Big Belly Boys, right? They're keeping at least a little bit of presence on B long while their team is trying to wrap around to A. And that makes it so it keeps people from rotating from the B side. It keeps PP Poo Poo locked in the site. Not a lot of options here, and it looks like 2 players who will be spotting out. One's going to get taken down, though. VLHF not cleared out in this bathroom position, so could be pretty big. Quarantine is going to get the initial kill in the teleporter, which is very solid and good start. 4 versus 4 in this retake.
Yeah, now while he did collect that kill and even up the trades here, he did kind of give away good luck, have fun position, as they both now have to exit out of battle.
Owl's going to be quickly taking down Shark with that headshot. Couple trades coming out quickly from this Big Belly Boy squad. 2 versus 3, all fast ahead of them. Make it a 1 versus 1 quickly. Too many kills happen to count. And it looks like Nico just running. And there's no time. There's no time to defuse the spike. Unfortunate for Inferno. Not even going to be able to get out, it looks like. No, not quite.
just short of the teleporter, and that one stings a lot.
Match
As
point.
it's now 12-2, match point for Big Belly Boys in their first map pick today.
Yeah, again, you know, we talked about the whole story arc of Pee Pee Poo Poo coming back for revenge, and so far that's not what they found. What they found is this massive brick wall that is Big Belly Boys, the biggest belly in the land. Gonna be getting 12 rounds to Pee Pee Poo Poo's measly 2.
Yeah.
Close out this game.
And we say, like, somebody usually has a pop-off game, or somebody usually plays very, very well, and it just seems like the whole team is gelling for Big Belly Boys. The spread's not even that far, and they're just playing together as a cohesive unit.
Right, we've already mentioned that once this game, you know, talking about how, you know, this is a team game, and while you can't have one player pop out, pop off, or get a few wins or whatever, you need, for the overarching story of the game, you need your teammates coming to support you, and that's just something we haven't seen out of Pee Pee Poo Poo. Now, granted, unfortunately, a little bit of connection issues in the first few rounds of the game, but, you know, even after that, just not a lot of stabilization. Kind of wondering how the mental is for that squad. GLHF going to make it a 3 versus 5 now. It looks like people maybe have a little bit of a fight left in them. Picking this round, fought out a couple in the super position. Holding the touch, going to be taking out the Axolotl and Shark, also taking out Marin. 3 versus 3 now. Owl's going to get a quick kill before getting traded 2v2 now. What can they do? Quarantine mauling the default spot, forcing the race to pop her
30
ult.
seconds
Which way will
left.
she shoot it? Hookah or CT? She can't figure out. She's going CT finally.
One enemy
Axolotl
remaining.
slowing Hookah, and yeah. Wow, what a turnaround from Big Belly Boys. They're just trying to close it out 13-2, and that's exactly what they'll do as Shark staying on
Attackers
14
win.
with that race nade.
Yeah, unfortunately for Pee Pee Poo Poo, it just seemed like Bind was the map for Big Belly Boys. Even though Inferno did give us a good show on it yesterday, they weren't ready for it today. And that'll be the first game going to Big Belly Boys. I guess Shark is MVP. I don't know. The team gelled so well. I feel like Axolotl had a lot of high impact frags, and as did Seal with his utility usage, Nico-chan as well. We saw Shark pop off for pistol rounds, so I don't know who to give it to. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Shark with a K is going to be my MVP. You know, if you look at the stats, 6 first bloods, he's absolutely huge, and making space for his team and getting that quick 4 versus 5 in the beginning of the round is something that I think helped the team overall. So yeah, I got to give it to Shark with a K.
Well, we're up here, which is Haven. I don't expect to see Raze Phoenix for both sides this time. But I am looking forward to any adaptations the teams make after that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's looking like a little bit of a ritual for each team to hover Yoru for a second before getting off of it, kind of trolling us a little bit. But that's okay. So far, I like what I'm seeing and everybody's hovering. I do like Seal on the Viper. Haven being a very open map for the most part. Really good opportunity for some unique Viper lineups, if Seal knows any. However, looking like the opposing controller is going to be Quarantine on the Astra. That's a little bit of an interesting pick. Going to be, while she is a fantastic agent, don't get me wrong, a little bit more difficult to play if you don't have somebody there to synergize with it. So be interested to see if her and Owls go for some set plays.
Yeah, and I like the double initiator here with Good Luck Have Fun on the Sky. Let's see if Inferno actually
Choose your
does lock
agent.
in this cipher here and put a lot of the responsibility on Marin's shoulders, and he does. So
Yeah, we see the lack of two duelists, I think, on both squads actually. Kind of an interesting setup. You know, we talk a little bit about the different regions and how they play Valorant, and this is looking a lot like an EU type squad. You know, where they only run one fragger really, and the rest of the team just plays with their utility. So interesting to see why they did that, but obviously going to be a great matchup.
yeah, for sure. Also interesting that both teams elected to do that. Maybe it was something that they, thought was adaptation from last game, as they both choose a pretty safe duelist in the Reyna who has the Decimus and the Jet that has her dash, you know, to get out of those sticky situations. But definitely going to be the entry fraggers for these games.
Yeah, and that's something good to see. Obviously, using a character like that can escape. One reason why I think Phoenix is so strong is because his ult is essentially a free life. But with Reyna and Jet being able to go for those aggressive peaks that you wouldn't conventionally see out of any other character, because they say, hey, well, I can just use my E and get away. So it'd be interesting to see what plays they go for here. And it looks like just a heavy A-site lean for PP Poo, as they will decide against it.
There they are.
Dart going to be spotting out one. Marion going to get the opening kill on Axolotl. Let's be getting the entry frag. Running A side. Not going to be getting anything as Nico Chan takes him down. Nico on 10 HP. Going to run right into the opposing Sova. Sova's a matchup. And they trade each other. That's something kind of rare. But looking like a 2 versus 3 in the favor of PP Poo Poo. As a lot of damage. 2 players on super low HP. So this still is definitely doable for the Big Belly Boys.
Playing very disciplined. But he is spotted out. The Cypher still is in heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Leaving the 2 players with super low HP alive. That's really unfortunate. And Quarantine put in a very, very difficult spot.
Last
As she's
player
going to be
standing.
spotted out. Gets one shot through the smoke. Shark going down. Wow, no bullets left in the Ghost. What is going on? She's going to peek. And she's going to clutch the round. Quick 3K for Quarantine. An absolutely huge start from PP Poo Poo.
Yeah, answering back from that 13-2, saying, hey, we're going to get half those rounds right now. Not allowing them to take that situation, which was really flipped on Quarantine's head, as he had, I believe, less than 25 HP, and was able to kill both the members using his utility and firing through the smoke and trusting his aim.
Yeah, and, you know, I didn't watch the map bans or whatnot. Whose map pick was this?
This was actually PP Poo Poo's map pick, so I think they're well accustomed to playing this map and playing, you know, confidently on it.
Okay, well that's good to see. You know, I didn't know if maybe the map picks were flip-flopped, but you know, it would make sense for Big Billy Boys to pick Bind as they did just 13-2 PP Poo Poo on it. However, minute 15 seconds left in the round, and it looks like PP Poo Poo taking a more reserved approach, trying to see if any crazy pushes are coming out of the side of Big Belly Boys. A couple of aggressive peeks here or there, but nothing too bad yet. Still no opening picks for either squad in this round.
It looks like they're now
45
transitioning
seconds, yeah.
onto an hit. Nico Chan does play in the
Spike down
wings and
A.
finds one, stalling out the plant just a little bit. That could be huge for the side of Big Belly Boys.
Spike planted.
Shark taking a blind shot through the smoke and is going to cost him a little bit of his life total. Too bad though. 4 versus 4 now, and it's up to PP Poo Poo just to stay back here.
One
Don't
enemy
let
remaining.
themselves get picked, and that's exactly what they'll do. Stage left in a 1 versus 4, make it 8-0 versus 4. PP Poo Poo up 2-0 in this map.
Yeah, and I don't want to jinx anything, but this is looking like, you know, map pick, and then we go back to Icebox for a genuine rematch from that 13-9 from yesterday that caused PP Poo Poo to go down to the losers bracket. And I gotta say, I'm pretty hyped right now. I do like the aggression coming out of PP Poo Poo, and I think they're gonna try to ramp this up here with a bonus round.
Yeah, and that would be huge for their economy. The one thing I don't like to see Marin just on the Frenzy. I think that quite a few situations that can be more harmful than anything, but it looks like she will finally sell it and get a Spectre. It's actually Quarantine, excuse me, on the Frenzy. So at least it isn't your one duelist.
Yeah, I agree. Quarantine has moved up here, and it looks like this is gonna be a C-site hit here.
I've got your trail.
Already a style. Very quick job farming that ult, and is going to spot
Found
the
one.
defending side. But can they find anything off of it? Marin going to get tagged by that Sova drone. He's going to be able to get away with his life though. And it looks like retake's really amping up here. 4 versus 4. How do both teams respond to each other? This is the chess match. Shark with that Ares, kind of an interesting choice. Nico-chan also with an LMG, 1 versus 3, 0 versus 3, and Big Belly Boys are going to respond with a round of their own, punishing that bonus round coming out of PP.
I think that's we've casted what, nearly 6 games now, and that's the 6th time that the bonus round has gone to the defender's side. I don't know if it's as lucrative at that point if your characters are dying and giving up a round for econ. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, it really just depends on, you know, the game plan of the team that's deciding the bonus, right? If I'm in a matchup where I think I'm the underdog, then I by no means am ever going to do a bonus round because I need that superior weaponry. I need all the advantages I can get. So, kind of an interesting look into the mindset of PP. Even though they went down 13-2 on the first map, they think that they have a good shot at winning this one.
Seal made his way out of the garage, able to dodge out that Sova arrow, but does slink back in. Afraid of what might be coming next.
Interested to see if he can dodge the Sova drone. He did, actually. He was able to sneak right by it. This could be an absolutely huge play. He's going to be sitting behind this door. The judge, not going to be great. It might be able to take down the rain. Going to have to back up and will be heard. Not sure if he was spotted or not, but obviously some cover fire coming out. And uses his 3rd smoke of the round on that garage choke point. But in the meantime, looks like PP is gearing up for an A-take. Question is, what does Sage do about it? Can she wall? Can she slow orb? And the execute is on the way. She's gonna slow. She's gonna peek. Not using any of your utilities so far, but Nico-chan getting a double ult kill. Absolutely huge. 4 versus 3. Make it a 4 versus 2. And yeah, that's it. PP in shambles. Unless Marion has something to say about it. 3K on the round, has to ace in order to win it. 1 versus 2. Seal in the short position. Sova recon drone coming out. Not going to get tagged by it, though. That's an absolutely huge result that Marion really needed. Is going to spot out Judge holding Omen. Before backing up. And yeah, just stuck between a rock and a hard place. No time there. Had to push back into the A side. Nico-chan was ready for it.
Yeah, I want to highlight the play there from Axolotl and Nico-chan. We talked about not having 2 duelists makes you want to combo that utility, combo the plays together, and see if anyone can do anything. You highlighted Astra in the Sova here, but that was great play coming out of both of them, getting a couple tags on somebody so Nico-chan can find the kill with his ultimate.
Yeah, obviously I have a pretty large background in Counter-Strike, and that's the reason I like this game so much, is because of the variance that the abilities give you. You know, Counter-Strike, everybody has the same kit, the same amount of utility generally, and just seeing the different kinds of characters and the different ways that they're used, really exciting. Like that, Nico-chan, that would never happen in Counter-Strike. You wouldn't get tagged through a wall and then get sprayed because of the recon bolt. But, you know, Valorant, it's just the way the game is. Nico-chan showing quite a proficiency on this character. And I believe on his Valorant tracker has over 9 days of game time in competitive on this character.
Yeah, well, we see he's definitely trying to showcase his MVP candidacy here, while he and Shark both play with the LMGs.
Yeah, and that's something I'd like to highlight. We did a little bit in the first map, is how potent the LMGs have been so far in this tournament. And I think that there's room for a lot more use in these maps.
1 enemy remaining.
Baron, again, having the ace in order to win a round, gonna be ulting right into the middle of the site. Shark taking her down with no other than the Ares.
Yeah, I don't know what Marin was thinking. Maybe that he could clear long, but I think the safest play would just be play back and play for time, as that character had an Ares, and you could definitely tell that it was either an Ares or an Odin.
Yeah, and is going to pick up that Vandal. Going to be interested to see if he keeps it or drops it to his teammate. Looks like he is going to keep it for the time being. Maybe let Nico be the sole LMG player, picking up that Odin. And now we see 3 rounds in a row for Big Belly Boys and the economy to follow it up.
Yeah, I mean, Shark with a C and Nico-chan holding down C-site basically on their own. Nico-chan playing that garage, getting that great opening pick through tag through the wall, and it's going to be on these two to hold this basically right side of the map here with a little bit of help from Seal.
Man, imagine if Cypher hit that one tap to the smoke. That would have been insane. But unfortunately, he doesn't. Crosshair was just a little bit too high and a little bit too far to the right. However, Marin going to take down Nico. That's the Odin out of the round. I bet that PPP is pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, Marin obviously catching frags left and right, trying to will his team across the finish line, but they're just not able to string these rounds together. It seems like they are going to posture here towards A, though, with Owls scoping out C. He finds one of the tripwires.
Finds a tripwire and is able to get Omen to use a smoke. And that has pulled the rotation all the way off of A. This is a free sight. PPP, very, very good play from Owls. Pulling that rotate from the C site. And at such a low investment.
Yeah. I don't think even they know that the site was clear until just now. I was also stalking out CT here. Or T side, rather. Gets in a fight with the Jet. Wins as far as health goes.
Going to be forcing Shark to back off through that grass position, and she's going to be late to the fight, to the retake. Marion taking down 2, as Axolotl will get the trade on Quarantine. 2 versus 3 now. And again, I talked about how Jet was so far removed from this retake, and completely removed now as Marion gets the 4K. And this is the, was it the 3rd 4K in a row?
Yeah. Alia 5K last round, 4K the round before, or excuse me, 3K the round before, and just Marin showing out, showing that maybe one man can do it all, at least for a little while the score's tied up and, you know, his teammates get back into the rhythm that they had those first couple of rounds.
Well, if there were any character to do it, it would be Reyna. The ability to self-heal and to dismiss, absolutely huge if you are a clutch player such as Marin. 3-3 now, tie ball game. And again, we talked about the economy last round for the Belly Button boys, or the Big Belly boys, excuse me. And unfortunately, going to be looking like they don't have the weaponry to stall it out this round.
Yeah, that one hero's gun coming through for Nicotron. And it looks like they're trying to get a nice save in from last round, but the stats are on his side. It's about 35% of the time when the hero's rifle actually does convert a round win. So let's see if he can add to that.
Absolutely. The odds are a little bit more favorable than if you went with just the Sheriff here, but again, it looks like PP Poo going to be opting for this A-site lean, but the rotate's coming in very quickly. And the Shorty, unfortunately, not going to be able to convert on Marin. Takes him down to about 10 HP, but again, that's not enough for a kill, especially on a Reyna player, as he will go to full health. GLHF taking down Nico as well. 3 versus 5 now for the Big Belly boys. Seeing if they can convert this eco, not looking likely. Again, Marin finding 2 kills on the round. Quarantine also taking down Shark. Shark with a C though, taking down Inferno Games with that Sheriff headshot, 2 Sheriff headshots. And it's the BM coming out from Owls. Had a bit of a connection issue last map, but this map he's looking great.
Yeah, that's a little bit of the revenge that we were talking about before. Owls not only gets a kill on one of the highest players on the other enemy team, but does it with the comically knife. Too bad he doesn't have any fancy stuff going on, or that would have been even better.
Absolutely. If I got hit with an axe in the back, I'd be pretty upset.
But as we're here in the 8th round of the game, looks like another posture towards A. Owl's doing his standard.
Standing ahead.
Trying to get them to rotate to C. We do have
Just
a
to
short
show
adaptation though. Seal is on C site alone now.
Just to show how absolutely dominant Marin's been so far, has 17 kills in the 8th round of the match.
Yes, absolutely lighting up the server right now.
Looks like a bit of a problem going on here in the server, as it looks like Nico is taken out.
Yeah, I don't know if that was
take a look at that.
Straight disconnect. a little bit of jostling with the words back.
I've got your trail.
But definitely some comeuppance.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and just running the risk at allowing no pauses. This kind of stuff will happen, and give us take it away. Honestly, speaking of,
Our spike's down.
coming out. It's like a
Spike
3 versus
down
3,
mid.
make it a 2 versus
30
3
seconds
Marin.
left.
Getting 2 kills. Nico-chan is back! He was in the corner the entire time. They didn't clear him.
One enemy
Whenever he's able to
remaining.
get back in the server, it makes it a 1 versus 1. But Marin getting another 4K. That's 21
Another
kills.
4K. Amazing. I think that encompasses just about every single other person on his team. Yeah, that's a total of 13. So he's out here literally willing his team to victory.
Wow, absolutely. Just a bit of a masterclass going on here.
Quick pick by Owls, and it looks like they have the world as their oyster. Shark with an amazing headshot with the knife.
Spike down A.
Oh, Owls finds the cleanup, so now it's a 2v2.
Last
Owls
player
push up to A
standing.
site, but Marin decides to come back into the server, and he says, hey, 21 wasn't enough for me. I got 2K already. Where's this last guy at? Shark with the C with only 5 HP left as Owls rotates over to C site. Shark has no idea, but he'll learn just a second as the bomb will be planted.
Spike planted.
Absolutely. Spike going down, and Sea Shark just got a lot to do here. Will find a Spectre on the ground, but with 5 HP, the wind would have just about knocked him over and out of the round. Just going to have to try to finesse his way onto this C side, but again, it's planted for C long, where both of the remaining attackers are. Does have a cage though, so maybe he could pull something off here. Owls though with his ult, yeah, it's looking less and less likely. If anything, Shark's just gonna bait out some utility, and is gonna get spotted by the Sova drone and taking down my Marin. Wow, 24 kills, I believe.
Yeah, Marin. I mean, that, like you said, the wind could have knocked the Shark with the C over that round, but Marin collecting that last kill, and what more can this man do at this point?
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you what he can do. He can go on over to gamersubs.gg. No, we're not sponsored. I'm not even going to finish that. But we are going into the 10th round of the game. And it's looking like finally it'll be 2 full buys coming out for each team. And Nico going for that quick wall bang, tipping down Marin. That is the player you want to chip down currently. But that won't matter, as looks like we will have a little bit of healage going on. Seal taking down Quarantine. That's a good opening pick for the Big Belly boys.
Yeah, if only Marin can equalize now. You know they're looking towards him for some leadership here. Already dropped 24. It seems they will take this A push here for the side of PP Poo Poo.
Time to hunt.
Maybe being built to a little bit of their own medicine as they are down by the last map it was all about Big Belly boys, but this map is looking all about PP Poo Poo and Marin just really putting on a masterclass exactly in the arena.
where you are.
He's gonna get spotted by the Cypher ult is Big Belly boys, but it was
Last player standing.
corner in a 1 versus 4. Again, any character do it, it would be Reyna. Finds the first. Can't she find anything else? The wall is going to be absolutely huge here. Nico going to peek as he just to reload, and just great awareness from him, honestly.
Tactical crouching and playing the saddest song on the smallest instrument he could possibly find. But they do find themselves down 2 rounds, that for the Big Belly boys. Let's see how they try to come back here, as they just dropped 4 before that win.
Man, can we talk about how it's not even halftime yet? Man, almost has a 30 bomb.
Yeah, I know. And you know, if the game does go to overtime or to 24 rounds, and you're talking about Marin constantly getting these triple, constantly getting these quadra kills, maybe even a pentas in his future, I gotta say that's gonna be almost 60 kills in the server, and that would be absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely, you know, but you know, let's not get a little too far ahead of ourselves. But in this round, it looks like we're finally going for a C take. Not something we've seen like an execute yet, I don't think. Are going to successfully take the site, and the Astral coming in huge for them, being able to cover out the sounds, cover off the ability for the enemy team to search out where they are. A few pieces of sub utility already being used in this retake though, and nothing to show. Aaron getting that headshot on Axolotl. What a follow-up shot. What a triple. 3 headshots in a row.
One enemy
Before Nico
remaining.
finally trades, but it's a 1 versus 3 now. K-Shark getting 2. Gives himself a shot at this retake. Playing around a little bit in the Cypher cage. Man, playing out of their mind.
One enemy remaining.
Left with everything to do and brings it down to 1v1, but Owls will equalize and get this other round on the board for people.
Last round in the half.
Marin said, you guys want to line up? I'll take all 3 right off the board. Nearly caught a 4th, but Nikotron able to mow him down before getting traded. But ultimately, that's just PP Poo Poo saying, hey, we're here to dominate, and we're going to. Especially through Marin, who now has 29 kills in just 11 rounds. It's absolutely outstanding.
Now let's see what this half looks like. You know, 4-8 half, you know, on defense, Haven isn't terrible, but you would much rather have the 5-7 if you're the Big Belly boys.
Yeah, those numbers aren't that far off in the, you know, actuality of numbers, but in rounds, that could be huge, because you talk about the pistol round, then the round after with basically higher econ just wins that round, and that could be a quick 10-4, like, and just depended on this round alone, pretty much.
Silverdrone will spot out Seal in a little bit of an unorthodox position. The teleport almost gets punished for it. Is going to try to back off. Is he going to be able to get away? Yes, he will. Looks like Poo will not be pursuing him that hard. Nico and Axolotl quickly taking down to make it 3 is Shark with the gate. PLHF make it. Oh my goodness. A flawless round to end the half as Big Belly Boys responds aggressively.
Switching sides.
Yeah, Shark with a K. We've seen him pop off on Jet before. I think I saw 2 headshots register in that round, and he's definitely trying to show off here in this this now attacker side for his team.
It looks like we are going to be going into the pistol round. Pretty basic so far. We see some ghosts and some frizzies coming out for both squads. Really nice arrow coming out for the side of Big Belly Boys. I really like that arrow. Sort of a needle through the door. Shark using the dash into the side. I don't know if that's the direction he meant to go, but it ends up working. Seal takes down Owls. And that is the C side open. Quarantine finally getting the kill on Axolotl. Making it 4 versus 4. Even trade. And just waiting for his team to show up. Waiting for the potential to retake together. Baron going to be dodging that sniper plan, it looks like. In the garage. Another even trade versus 3 now. Shark taking down Inferno. Absolutely huge.
Remaining.
Shark also taking down Quarantine. Marin finally trading C-Shark. Down to the 1 versus 2. Full health now with that overheal. Basically like a gun round for him. He's going to tap the spike, but going to be running around. Enemy team should spot this out. Looks like they will. Well, taking a lot of damage from that Sova lineup, and he's going to pop another one. That's the round. Nico getting that headshot, killing Marin, saying, hey, you're not the only one that can headshot people in the server.
Yeah, Nikotron definitely trying to will his own team through. We have 30 for Marin in the server now, and Nikotron half those kills, but definitely some impact frags on his resume.
Yeah, absolutely. And a much more even kill spread on the Big Belly Boys if you look at it. You know, whenever you look at Poo Poo, it's the Marin show. The next person is 24 kills behind at the beginning of the second half. A little bit unfortunate for them, and it's a much harder to carry on defense as you're not able to spread yourself around the map as well. Looking like Big Belly Boys going for this A-site lean and an A-site split. Seeing a lot truer to fight Marin here. Stuck in the corner, gets a dink on Shark with a K, but not gonna do anything else for him. 4 versus 5, make it a 2 versus 5. Quickly, Shark's coming. Shark and Seal getting a couple frags there, and the spike will go down. And you know, if I'm quarantining Owl, I really don't know what I do here. I think I might just play for exits.
Yeah, maybe try to push on, try to get a couple of.
Last player standing.
Oh, and that's got to feel so much worse, as 14 did have the judge there in that situation. So his econ is going to be a little bit messed up right here.
You know, you got to give credit to K-Shark, though, with the awareness to break their own stage wall and push the player that's trying to knife it. You know, obviously, if the player's trying to knife it, they don't have their gun out, and there's quite a long time that it takes to pull it out. So, great awareness and just great frag there.
I agree. And that is why he is second fragging right now. That and a couple of great knives from earlier.
Absolutely. You know, we talk about how it's sometimes hard to pick out an MVP. You know, so many players are able to dish out so many great plays. It can be very hard, but you know, K-Shark is definitely a contender for that this game. Great camera from Inferno. Going to be hard to spot out. Is going to tag K-Shark. K-Shark's able to back up. And honestly, a very quick equalization. 7-7 now. Be interested to see if we can rank supreme. Quarantine taking down Nico with that judge. But it is a 3 versus 4 in favor of PP Poo.
Man, tucked away on the C site here. Kind of already has a read on what Belly Boys wants to do with the spike here.
Yeah, there's the sound cue. Spike is by itself, and that's an easy kill. K-Shark also going to be in a gunfight. Marin going to win that. Yeah, and Shark with a C on the other side of the map is just going to opt to
30 seconds left.
Maybe save his Spectre. That feels really bad. He needs to try to find a gun if I'm him.
Yeah, he has about 24 seconds to do so, but I think he's going to get spotted out by this camera here in a second.
He's just trying to find it, and Inferno spots him finally.
10 seconds
we'll
left.
Get the tag on him. 10 seconds left. And let's see if they're going to hunt down this kill, and Inferno's going to take him out with the judge. I don't even... Was that a bonus round? I don't even know if it was, honestly. I guess it was.
I guess it was, as their econ isn't totally destroyed, but it definitely feels bad to lose that round in that manner when you're pretty much up a kill at one point, and then you just drop 2, and you're on the downswing, and then Marin just finds 2 out of probably a position he just, you know, decided I'll read their minds with this, and if they come here, they die, and that's exactly what happened.
There.
Absolutely, and big thing to point out is whenever it was a 3 versus 4, seeing Big Belly Boys go for that rotate onto the C site, not able to clear sight, but really the Sage going in on her lonesome with the spike kind of just compromised around for him.
Yeah, great opening pick here by Marin, and not noticeable by the Cypher camera in the spot that he's in. Now Seal and Shark C swap positions. Can Marin find a pick? Another one to seal this round away.
Yeah, 4 versus 4. Luckily, it looks like Big Belly Boys centraling up in mid. Maybe going for a B-side take. And that's something that I don't see enough, I really don't see. Because if you look at the defensive comp, they don't have a Sage. So that B-side should be easy to take. And K-Shark going to take down GLHF and prove my point, right? You know, once you get the opening pick, you know, you crack the can open, it's really hard to deal with as a defender. Versus 4 now is C-Shark. Yeah.
Last player standing.
C-Shark coming up even bigger. 3K quickly with that judge. Has to go in Astro form. A little bit of a disadvantage on her character. Omen Gonna be playing from mid and spraying through the smoke. Can he find her? Will flash her. She's just gonna stick it. What's he gonna do? He does. Oh no, he doesn't have the timing.
No time. And Big Belly Boys drop a round that they definitely probably should have won there. It's gotta hurt, gotta sting as far as the judge taking out 3 people. And now it's taking out the econ of the Big Belly Boys. They're down to their last $100 here. We'll get a decent buy-in, but man.
You can really chalk that up to the old adage that pros don't fake. You know, if I'm that Astra and I'm flashed, I'm getting sprayed through the smoke, I'm probably trying to make a play and catch the Omen in an off angle. But just sticks the spike and makes the better play.
Yeah, I agree. And excuse me, is Big Belly Boys getting a bargain gun going out? As the only one with a real gun on the team is Seal.
See what else they can do. DLHF and Seal going to be trading out kills. And the spike will be quickly going down. Big Belly Boys
Spike planted.
going to just aggressively be taking that C site and already in a great position to hold for this retake. Never Quarantine going to be doing that Astro. It'll be interesting to see how she uses it. And that's absolutely huge because that makes the attackers form up into the site because they can't break through that wall. Aaron going to be killing Seal as he's trying to make that adjustment. Shark going to be trading Inferno games. And it's a 2 versus 2 very quickly. Shark missing that knife kill. But we'll get the pistol kill on Marin. And it's a 1 versus 1. Quarantine has an idea and we'll get the shot. Clean crosshair placement. And a 10th round for PP.
Yeah, triple kill coming out of Quarantine here, along with the great usage of the wall. a little back and forth there between him and Shark on the spray there, but definitely lighting up the server. Quarantine and Marin, more so Marin there, but the kill spread for the Big Belly Boys still pretty even. Nobody's breaking out, and they're still keeping the econ up pretty well. Let's see how this round goes. I do think it's a make it or break it for the most part.
I'm going above.
Yeah, this is sort of your second to last gun round if you allow PP to win it here. And that's something that you don't like to see if you're the side of the Big Belly Boys. Marin getting a 1 tap on Shark. That has to feel kind of bad, and the Omen is going to be put out under Heaven. But we'll get the kill. Marin not able to get that adjustment. And the Sage Res, Judge also trying to fire far away. Kind of a bad spot for it. And Seal quickly cracking open this A site for his squad. 3 versus 5. And they secure the round and end up with an 8.
Yeah, this side is pretty much locked down. Quarantine and good luck, have fun. Stuck up in Heaven right now.
Oh my goodness. GLHF jumping straight out of Heaven. We'll find one. Not able to get that spray transfer though. And a very convincing round, honestly, from the Big Belly Boys there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you're not going to be able to utilize that Omen ulti like that again. And maybe you don't want to peek Marin as hot as he is right now. Shark did last time and definitely had to get out the Sage ulti just to bring him back into the server. And ultimately, I don't think that was too bad of a round for PP to lose. Their econ is terrible, however, so did break them a little bit.
Absolutely. Marin making some noise as he jumps into the sewer position. Seal might have an idea, but you don't want to peek this man. Luckily, he will back up, and it looks like Big Belly Boys opting for some garage control. Shark going to be pushing here. Not going to find anything right off the bat. Instead of holding one player C and one player garage, PP has decided to hold both players in C, which is kind of a unique adjustment. Axolotl taking on Quarantine Shark. Marin. Inferno Games will get one before it's traded out. And it's a 1 versus 4 now. Make it a convincing win. 9th round for the Big Belly Boys.
Yeah, that one was pretty much a foregone conclusion. After they found the opening pick and pushed on the C site, it was just pick after pick after pick. And with the upgraded guns that they had already had and the spare spy from PP, it was pretty much over before it began.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, PP being punished for conceding so much map control. Giving away that garage position is just, it's something you can't do. You need to put some utility at least in there and make it so that they can't easily push in like that, or else it's a lost cause. They're able to just cut a portion of the map off from rotations, and it's just a bad time. Marin, however, going to be pushing up into Sewer, trying to see if she can get some revenge on this Big Belly Boys.
Yeah. We have Seal playing very cautiously and Quarantine looking, but he wasn't actually pulling. That could have been a huge pick, but the timing's just not there for either character.
And again, K-Shark going to be taking down GLHF, headshot in garage, and maybe going towards C, but it might just be a fake. They might decide to wrap back around to A. As it looks like, yeah, Omen's pushing into the A site, takes down Quarantine, and it's a 2 versus 5. So I think the Big Belly Boys have found the solution to their problems, and that's to avoid Marin for as long as possible.
Yeah, Marin unable
Spike
to
planted.
fight back if he can't see anyone, and you're looking at somebody who's stagnated around 30 kills in the second round, and that's 10-10. It's all squared up, and the econ for PP Poo is non-existent.
Yeah, 3 rounds in a row. If I'm the side of PP Poo, I'm getting a little bit worried here.
I have to agree with you. Shark and company just slowly manipulating the map, taking the kills as they come, and not forcing anything too hard unless they want to on their terms. And Marin's just like, can I get a little bit of help here, man? I've dropped 30 so far. Can someone else get a tag or a kill? And it doesn't look like it's going to happen yet, so maybe they can make some adjustments as a team. A little bit better communication and find something here.
Absolutely, and you know, sometimes these are the kind of rounds that you find teams winning. Actually, they break that momentum coming out of Big Belly Boys with the scrappy buy. But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it. Just right now, based off their positioning, they're conceding a lot of map control. Quarantine might find 1 or 2 here with this Judge. It's the first. Going to get quickly traded. C-Shark was an absolutely pivotal trade in the round. Able to do that without losing any HP as well is absolutely huge. And it looks like, oh no, the rotations are coming off of C so quickly. This is massive. This is very quickly turned into almost just straight up a lost round from PP Poo Poo.
Yeah, it looks like Big Belly Boys are really going to be able to sink their teeth into the C site. And 2 people on A for PP Poo Poo. It's not looking too good.
Spike planted.
I was steadily holding that position, but not able to find it. And dies to Axolotl, gets the tag off, but it's not going to do a whole lot. She's Sage.
Yeah, gets the heal off of that. Kind of a neat dink though. You know, any other gun in the game almost seems like that would be a little bit more important. Marin gonna spot up the camera, but it might be too little too late. It's a 2 versus 4, make it a 1 versus 4. Marin with it all to do, and he won't be able to do it. K-Shark again establishing dominance in the second half.
Yeah, and you can feel a little bit of that heat coming out, a little bit of that want coming out from the side of Big Belly Boys. They're here, they're hungry, and they're ready to take this W and send this game or send this tournament home. You know, if they do manage to find this map, that's it. That's game. That's best 2 out of 3, and they are gunning for it.
11-10 now, and again, you just have to think of the mentality of PP Poo Poo here, because they had to save that round. They've conceded 4 rounds in a row. This is, you know, this is it. If they lose this map, that's the end of the tourney. It can be kind of a difficult situation to be put in, but some people, like I said before, work a little bit better under pressure. We'll see if that's the case for this PP Poo Poo squad, as it looks like it's going to be more mid-control coming out from Big Belly Boys, and it's going to grant them an opening pick. GLHF, unfortunately, overextending there and getting taken down very quickly, and it's a B take, and there's no defenders for PP Poo Poo around.
Spike planted.
Yeah, they planted straight for window, and now you look at the need to come in, and oh, Marin falls to Seal here in the 11th round for the attacker squad. And like you said, this has been done before. Quarantine is alive. Last time we did get the kills with the Judge, but let's see how it goes this time.
This Astro, this is going to force them straight into this funnel. Oh my goodness, what can they do? They get to kill the spike. Oh no, they didn't be able to kill the diffuser. Again, Astro winning 2 rounds this game.
I gotta highlight Quarantine for that play. not only did he probably coordinate with his team, but they definitely made the decision, hey, we're going to go for this. We don't have time. We don't have the resources. We have to win this round. And they pull it out. No one was able to kill the diffuser. Great smoke placement. Great defending by Inferno. And I believe that was Al's there with the judges. And I can't say more. That's just an 11-11 right there. What should have been match point for Big Belly Boys.
Well, you know, some silver lining to that is Nico is able to kill everyone at the end of the round. So Big Belly Boy's economy, Pee Pee Poo Poo's economy is a little bit in rough shape. Not going to end up with the full buy that they would want here. Having to opt for some judges and some bulldogs and a specter. It's not the position you want to find yourself in and try to mount a comeback. But obviously they were able to make it work last round. Let's see if they can continue that success.
Shadows traveling.
Still going to be smoking off garage for his team. Might spot out Marin here in his crosshair placement. Just can't make that adjustment as Marin will get the opening pick. Shark with a C going to quickly trade on GLHF. Quarantine maybe with a huge timing here, but no, will be blocked off by the jet smoke. Low HP on the side of Big Belly Boys, so it might be something that we capitalize on. And it looks like a quick 3 versus 2. Marin goes down as well as Inferno.
One enemy remaining.
And Shark with a C with a 4K might be on for the ace here as he finds Owls. And knows the last player is either CT or Garage. His teammate has every other base covered. And that confirms it. Knows exactly where Quarantine is. Might get a little bit bloodthirsty here for this ace. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's it. And a little bit labored, but we'll get it in the end. Huge ace from T-Shark to put Big Belly Boys on match point. And seriously.
Match point.
Yeah, we talked about Quarantine being able to clutch a couple of rounds here for the side of Pee Pee Poo Poo, but it's more crosstalk in the server. But yeah, Shark with the C is like, hey, we're here. We're a team. We're a unit. We're going to win this as a team. And honestly, every single person on the team's been putting in work.
Yeah, you look at the kill spread difference between them and Pee Pee Poo Poo, and that obviously tells you why they're ahead in this matchup. So let's see if they can complete it. If Pee Pee Poo Poo of dire straits as they have to pick up the scraps. Again, we call it picking up change from a Walmart parking lot and trying to buy what you can with it. And quickly, an AXE comes out. K-Shark gonna be taking out Marin. 4 versus 5 now. What else can he do? He's gonna spot a few towards CT. Owl's gonna get that headshot though. 4 versus 4. Hexalotto will get the ball and res. And Shark's able to get away with his life. A lot to do here for the Pee Pee Poo Poo squad. Looking much worse. And this looks like might be the game. Quarantine, as somebody say about it, comes out of heaven. So many trades happening on the server at once. But Nico's gonna secure the round, has lineups. As long as his teammates can delay this retake just long enough, then the round will be unwinnable.
Last player standing.
Already going to be using one of his shock darts though. And Quarantine going to get taken down with the Bucky.
Win.
And you have your Panda's Funhouse inaugural Valorant Invitational champions.
Big Belly Boys does manage to take it in a highly contested match on Haven for the final win in this best of 3 series. I don't know. I don't know who to give it to there. I know we gave the first MVP to Shark with a K, but Shark with the C with the ace and the Nico-chan with such high potential plays and high impact plays. Axolotl even 15 assists. These guys were just moving. No one had lower than 5. Everyone's kill spread is 6 or less. I mean, who do you give it to?
You know, I think in the first map, if that were the only isolated map that I'd seen, I think Nico would have taken it just slightly. But I think, honestly, I might give it to K-Shark because he was really the catalyst that brought his team back into the game off of some massive plays. And I honestly think that that's why they won this map series 2-0.
I agree. K-Shark topped the game last game, topped the game this game, and just for his team, doing everything that he needs to do, especially playing the only duelist. We highlighted that at the beginning of this match, that, you know, Marin and Shark were the only duelists for their teams. And while Marin did drop a bunch of kills, I mean, you can see here the average combat score well above anyone else in the server, high econ rating, a bunch of kills, but wasn't able to net the win. And you highlight how big of a team game this is, and Shark just led his team to victory via kills and entering and doing his job as a duelist. So I gotta agree. I think the MVP for the team, Big Belly Boys, our current champion for the PFH Inaugural Valorant Tournament, is gonna be Shark with a K.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to him. And I assume we're going to get an MVP interview here soon.
Yeah, we will put that in the works, and we also have to get these people, their titles. They win, some bragging rights, of course, until the next tournament, which will be TBD for right now. But we'll get Shark in here very shortly. Stay with us for this MVP interview. Welcome back, everyone, and we are here with our tournament MVP and Grand Finals MVP, Shark. Shark, how you feeling?
It's just another everyday thing.
Yeah, our self-proclaimed clip machine over here. You definitely want to go clip some of those plays, because I saw you popping off, man.
Yeah, it's just, I worked for this practice in the range. It's a quick tip. You go on jet, you use your knives, and then you just click some heads in the range. Yeah, that's the secret.
You definitely did it in the server, so I mean, it works, whatever you're doing. Shiflo has a couple of questions for you. I have a couple of questions for you, and then we'll get out of here, man. You are the MVP.
All right.
Yeah. So, obviously, let's just start on map 1 since, that was the beginning of the series. You guys had a very dominant 13-2 showing, other than your opponent maybe having a little bit of connectivity issues in the beginning. What do you think really drove that dominant win?
We held W a lot. Like, if we knew there was a kill opportunity, I think we just went for it, honestly.
Yeah, I did see a little bit more of an aggressive side on your defense, but that's
a lot of coordination. We play for trades a lot too.
Yeah, it looked really good actually. I was very impressed at the team play there. And I guess moving on to map 2, obviously a lot closer. And at one point, it really felt like Pee Pee Poo Poo was in the driver's seat. But you had a few rounds there in the second half that really was the catalyst for you, guys starting that comeback. What was your team environment like? What were your teammates saying whenever you're doing that?
We were just quiet. Like, this Reyna was popping off, and I had 0 kills. I just wanted to give them a head start. That's all. A little head start.
Okay.
A little bit of win in the sales. Yeah.
But we were just quiet, If anyone did bad, you don't say anything. We keep the mental strong.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to
absolutely.
you about that mental. Y'all went down by, I think it was at 1.4 rounds when they were up 7-3 on you guys. How did you guys manage to come back? I mean, at least, those 2 rounds and then the 2 rounds preceding with the pistol. What was your mindset like when y'all were going into that as a team?
I think we just focused up. It was all comms, all good comms. We all focused, we all hit our shots, and that's what led to the win.
Excellent job, man. And one final question, actually being kind of requested in the chat. What is your favorite species of shark?
The lemon shark.
The lemon shark. Not gonna go any further into that. People like what they like. So that's gonna be it for us. We appreciate you playing. We appreciate everyone that attended the tourney, everyone that tuned into the stream, and we will have more of these in the very near future. So, like I said again, if you're interested, just contact me, join the Discord, and get the word out, because the bigger and better that these become, the more of them I'm be able to put on, the more that we can offer, as far as like people coming, production value, prize pool, everything like that. So I really look forward to doing these, and I really enjoy doing these. So that's gonna be it from us here at Panda's Funhouse, and we'll catch you later. Goodbye, everybody.